Thank you very much for coming. My name is Darren Joseph, HEJ.tax. Our team is really about tax. We work with private clients and we help them demystify the sometimes confusing world of international taxation. We're part of a wider practice here in Asia called Moore's Roland. I'm actually here for Weber Partners meeting. We have it twice a year, and this time it's Jakarta's turn to host us. So I thought while I'm in town, I will set up some time and meet some of you guys. So thanks for coming out. Most people just Google for 5 minutes, yes, and they just want to set up a Delaware LLC. Yeah, I mean, because that's what they see on the internet, and Delaware, for a number of reasons, is an attractive jurisdiction. However, when it comes to business, it's just kind of like setting up a business in Indonesia. You don't just register something, right? You need to have a plan. And depending on the nature of the business activity, it drives where the company needs to be incorporated and the nature of the structure. So, for example, you mentioned an S corp. An S corp typically is not available to someone who's not an American citizen or a lawful permanent resident. So, chances are most people will be looking at something called a C corp or an LLC. Now, despite the name LLC, Limited Liability Company, in fact, from a tax perspective, LLCs are transparent. So they operate kind of like a partnership or sole proprietorship, which may work for some people, but may not for others, right? So they're taxed in a quite a different way from a C corp, which is subject to double taxation. So a typical C corp, let's say Meta. So Meta is a C corp, I assume, at least at the top level. It is taxable. It pays corporate tax at 21%, like all corporations do. But let's say Zuckerberg receives dividends. That money's been taxed by Meta, but he has to pay taxes again on his personal return. So that money on the way out is taxed twice. For some people, they don't like that, or for some people, maybe that works in terms of their structure. C Corp is a more formal structure, and some would argue it offers an enhanced level of protection. And as you know, the US is a very litigious environment. Everybody gets sued in the US. If anybody's doing business in the US and has never been sued, they're not doing business long enough. Everybody gets sued. And so you prepare a structure with that in mind. So to answer your question, what we do is we sit with the client and we understand their business plan. Normally there's a pitch deck or something that they throw our way. And then we can help them work out what is the right structure to achieve their unique objectives. But one size doesn't fit all.